have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
So I am going to do my highlighting contour tutorial. It's a very simple highlighting contour and it's nothing for nighttime, kind of like if you want to start doing your highlighting contour for everyday business type, this is going to be that tutorial for you. So I'm going to use my black Opal foundation stick as a concealer. This is in Heavenly Honey. And I just dab that underneath my eye. I put a little swoop on my nose. I don't have a big forehead. A little bit right here. You saw where the light hit when I went like that. I'm going to just put a little right there. And I'm just kind of going by the light on where I need to highlight my face. Then I'm going to take my finger. People use their ring finger. I use my middle finger. I don't know, it's just a habit. Bad habit, but I like it. And I'm going to blend it out. Now the one thing about concealer is you can use a beauty blender. Concealer does tend to blend better when it's warm. So skin to skin contact is going to warm it up and be able to get in, wrinkles and crevices and things like that. That might be hard to get, but you're going to find what you prefer. Some people prefer a blender, some people prefer their finger. It's just preference. There's no right or wrong, and if somebody tells you otherwise, then they don't know what they're doing. Okay. Now I like to use the Clinique translucent powder to bake it. So you have to shake it or else there won't be any in there. Normally it's full for me, but I'm starting to run a little low. I like to tap the top, make sure there don't no excess, because I don't want to buy more if I don't have to. I don't like to waste. Now this is where I do use my blender. I'm going to dip that into the powder, and I'm actually going to press it into the concealer. Okay, so I'm going to contour. I have started a new way of contouring. That consists of using two colors because it's winter time. I use cream. Okay, it's not really winter time, but it's getting a little colder. But I live in LA. I just want to use cream. The first color is going to be Suede Mocha, which is a little darker than my skin tone, the skin color I think I look like, but till I look in the mirror. And I'm going to go right underneath where I use the concealer. And then I'm going to take black Walnut. And I'm going to go right where, this is where, because there's also another reason why I have to use two. This is where my actual fishy face starts. Right here. Right there. So it's kind of like a sculpt and contour. And I'm going to take the big foundation brush and blend the top out first. I go in a circular motion. I want it to all blend out. Then I'm going to blend that darker color in with the top. For some reason I don't get the same results if I put these colors on top of each other. Go up by my temple, and I blend it up that way and back down. So I actually go kind of in a circular motion when I'm blending it out. I don't do it back and forth. For some reason, for me, when I do it that way, it leaves a very harsh line, like you didn't blend it out. So that's why, I don't know if y'all can see, but I got a bump right here, and I feel it with my brush. It is so frustrating. Anywho, doing the same thing this way. Now you can set this with a powder if you want to. I actually I'll put a link, this Modern Fashion powder palette. One broke that I didn't like anyway, so I didn't care. I normally go in between these two colors, depending if I want like a natural contour, I use this color. If I want a deeper contour, I use this color. But I will link this below, so if you do want to get this palette, you can get it from AliExpress. It does take anywhere between 15 and 30 days to get to you, so it's not like this isn't something you can get when you need it tomorrow. Same way that I was blending last time, I'm going to blend in that same circular type motion. And actually this brush I was all out of frame, came from a Clinique bronzer that they sell. Somebody happened to just not like the brush and gave it to me, and I love this brush, but I can't necessarily use the bronzer because it's not for my skin color, and I think they now only have one color. Maybe to set my makeup if I wanted that summer glow, but on an everyday basis, I can't use that bronzer. It's just not for my POCs. Or maybe my light POCs. Like if you like a fair Hispanic person, or like a fair Asian. If you're a dark Hispanic or dark Asian, it's not for you. I'm gonna lightly dust on my forehead. Just out of habit. I don't have a big forehead, so it's not necessarily needed. Now I'm going to take my powder brush and dust it off. All that baking I was doing, it's done. It did. Yo, I've been watching Luke Cage. That's a good show. I'm gonna have to read the comments now. Okay. So for my highlight, I will dibble dabble in using this Sephora illuminating drops, and I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, just like one drop. I'm gonna put the file down for us first. One drop. I always just start. It comes out pretty thick, so it's not like real liquidy where it's running off. Same finger I blended my concealer with. I'm gonna take that, put a couple of drops.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right on my cheekbone area. Some people like to do higher. I'm so uneven. That's okay. I like looking like a golden broadness, so I'm golden goddess. Can't talk to this. I'm actually just gonna blend that all over. Little on the nose. This is kind of how I use it after. Kind of depends on how much is left on my hand. Cupid bow, I like to use it there. Kind of go a little, make it look like a triangle. But you can pretty much put this anywhere you have put your concealer. Here's the other thing. I prefer to use this in the winter time when it gets colder because I have oily skin. And sometimes when I use these kind of liquid or cream based items, It just makes me look oilier. Now what I do like to use on a normal basis is a loose mineral eyeshadow as a highlight. And that, baby, that gives you walnut coverage. Walnut, all the goldness that can be given, it gives you. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this look. And you know, like TV magic, you want to see me like pow, and I'm going to look cute, and I'm going to have my hair in, all that stuff. So I'll see you in literally right now. A little bit of a glow. This is what I was talking about, the mineral eyeshadow. I just take whatever's in the cap, and that's actually for both cheeks. To get rid of any excess shine besides my highlight that I don't want. You know, once you put your hair on, you legit. I want all my makeup to be blended. I'm just going to put some liner and some lip gloss on. And this is the lip gloss you actually get with that blush. I probably should stop talking all the time to the liner. That you get with that blush from Beauty Counter. And this is a Beauty Supply Store liner in coffee. And this is the lipstick or lip gloss. So it looks really pink, but it's actually kind of like a clear pink. It's not like a, it's not going to really change your lip color, more so enhance it. I still feel like I have a little bit of shine. So I'm actually going to take my, if I can get to it, found it. My translucent powder and dust a little bit of that on. Not heavy, just a little. Okay.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And this is the one from Clinique. A lot of times I will use the translucent number 10, which has a little bit of color and also a little bit of illumination as well. And so pretty much that's it.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.